Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the series Plastic to Gold episode 5. We have accumulated quite a lot of money up to this point. Now my way to get this amount of cash is slightly different, but for the most part it's quite basic in terms of how solo players should get their first $2 million. If you are on old gen console, the first 750,000 is from the treasure hunt challenge, followed by completing the first and last dose mission will get you $1 million for the first time bonus. Lastly, the 10 Fulligan's job for another $500,000, which in total is over $2.2 million. I have more money because I do other things like raiding stash houses and junk energy time trials, which was double money during the recording of the last episode. Make sure to take advantage of the double money event to earn good money in GTA Online. It's even better if you are on the latest generation console because of the career builder. After choosing your first business, I would recommend leaving $500 to $800 from the $4 million budget. From there, just add the treasure hunt, the first and last dose missions, and the Fulligan's job to earn up to $3 million depending on how well you manage your fund from the career builder. So once you obtain your first $2 million, there's a lot of business to choose from, but based on my experience, these are the businesses you should consider getting first if you want to grow your money quickly in this game. The first one is either the Kasaka or the agency, depend on your playstyle, but I prefer the agency over the Kasaka because of the versatility that business has to offer. This recommendation is from a solo player point of view. I strongly believe that if you have friends playing GTA together, you can make a lot more money, but the gameplay or the businesses to choose from will be different altogether. I could go on and on about businesses, but to name a few, the new Cyber Yard, Auto Shop, Special Cargo, and Vehicle Cargo are just a few that can make you a ton of money, though they couldn't do so as quickly as the Kasaka or the agency in my humble opinion. So today we are going to purchase our first business. I am going to purchase the Kasaka even though I feel the agency is a better pick. The reason behind it is that I am trying to keep up the lore or the story in the GTA Online. Yes, there is a story in the GTA Online, ladies and gentlemen. Before we purchase the Kasaka, I am going to change my outfit. As you know, I am a sucker when it comes to outfits. I am going for an all blackout combat light outfit. It is kind of blunt, but because of this heist is a little bit tactical, it fits the theme of this outfit in my opinion. We are going to meet with Miguel Madrazo for the first time at the music locker. It's kind of a wrong outfit to go to the club, but who cares, right? Miguel Madrazo, who is apparently the son of Martin Madrazo from Story Mode, and here you can see Patricia, who was kidnapped by Trevor and developed a Stockholm Syndrome with Trevor in Story Mode. Now the story behind this heist is that Miguel Madrazo ordered us to steal some document from Rubio on his private island. He said that he and his family will be in a big trouble if this were to be leaked to the DEA. Although I could be mistaken, I believe he got this info from his father who was lying to him, because most of you are aware that the contents of this document, because the majority of you have done the heist and you know that the document is a little provocative. Still, I won't give anything away, just wait until the end of the video to find out. Once the cutscene is complete, I went ahead and purchased the Kasaka. You can find the Kasaka at the Warstock Cash and Carry website. I selected this blue because I think it looks good on my submarine. There you go, $2,275,000 with the color change. I used to buy Weapon Workshop because it was cheaper option, but since the free shop provide one, I skip it at least for now. Once we have the Kasaka, we can start the Cayo Perico heist. I like to call my Kasaka here, especially this is the first time our boy is doing the heist, because here we have the access to the jet ski, which is convenient for me as I do not have to request dinghy all the time. The Blue King Kasaka. Of course, with the Kasaka came with the People's Champ, the all-time favorite NPC, Pavel. Just a quick reminder, only enter the Kasaka for the first time if you can commit to completing the scope up mission, otherwise you will need to watch this cutscene again. To tell you the truth, it's been a while since I played the Cayo Perico heist. I am not the person who uses glitch or AFK method, and still I don't use this heist often to earn money on my main account. Oftentimes, I do this heist to help out my lower level friend using my main account and get them a chunk of money to kickstart their journey. So the first scope out mission is a little different than the second time onwards. We need to meet up with Kane Music crew to infiltrate El Rubio's island. Aw man, what is my boy wearing? He looks like a fool in front of these ladies with that mask on.
Beautiful! How's she look? Now this one will not crash, I promise.
That is a reference to the nightclub setup mission, right?
Andre, who the fuck are these people?
Don't worry about it. Calm down.
Okay, but I hope you brought the music. Tell me you brought the music.
Look, the music is in my phone, in my car, at your house.
They're pulling up right now.
No, boss. We got a problem. The car is gone.
Damn. What the fuck?
Shit, Dre. What's in that phone? Anything about me?
Private financial shit, naked pictures, but more importantly, a lot of my fucking music, demos, unreleased shit. This could be a fucking problem.
Feel like this vacation over before the motherfucker got started.
Hey, guess what? We're not going. We're gonna send somebody else.
This is the reason I did not pick the agency as my first business, to give respect to this cutscene. I think it is so cool that one of my favorite rapper is in one of my favorite games. Maybe that's why my boy here is wearing mask, to cover his starstruck. I swear I did not plan for him to wear that mask. It is kind of a shame to see that this cutscene is treated as a joke sometimes by the community, but if you immerse yourself in the story, maybe you will have a better experience while playing this game. During the cutscene, El Rubio is kind of gangster in my opinion, and I feel Rockstar put a lot of effort into making this DLC.
You guys are with me.
Yeah, lovely.
Hey, I don't think we met.
Oh, yeah, this is it's the tour manager, isn't it? Holds the whole operation together.
Okay, cool. This is our ride. Tour manager, you can drive us, right?
Come on.
Let's shuffle Mr. Rubio to his party. I don't know how Dave managed to become El Rubio's friend, but he is our ticket to enter the party.
Hey, I'm Scott Storch. Who sent me? I'm the backup because they couldn't make it. Hey, out of curiosity, how much were you paying the other guy?
Oh no.
Are we cool or what?
Yeah. We're cool, man. No problem at all.
Okay.
See what I told you? Gangster. Now this character here, Scott Storch, is a real producer in real life. He is the producer of the song Lean Back by Fat Joe, and that song is kind of fire. After the cutscene is over, we can sneak onto the island right after we dance first. Man, I wish I could shuffle. Do you know how to shuffle? Okay, it's time for business. Right after the guard move, we can sneak into the compound. Not gonna lie, but I'm nervous doing this scope out, especially this is the first scope out in which I was unable to use the bite strategy and was caught by the guard once. It can be intimidating for the first time. Hell, I was intimidated. But basically, you need to pass this checkpoint, trying to balance between looking at the cone of vision on the map and what's in front of your eyes. You need to watch out for this guard. Once it is safe to cross the road, make a run for it. After that first checkpoint, depending on the situation and how you want to approach this, but for me, I previously got caught here, so I sneak below this tower, and once the guard turns to the other side, I run to the hills. As you can see, I am on the guard's cone of vision, but I did not get caught. The logic behind this is that the guard is above the tower and looking straight ahead, so he cannot see you. Try to hide behind this barricade, and once the guard turns, make a run for it. After that, just pay attention to your surrounding and your minimap to reach El Rubio's mansion or the compound. Once you reach close enough to the mansion, Pebble will tell you to go to the communication tower to hack the famous signal box. I heard that if you do not see any guards in the area, here means the signal box is on the ground, but if you see a guard like in my minimap now, then the signal box is above one of the floors in the tower. True enough, the signal box is above the ground on the first floor, so we need to hack it to get access to El Rubio's CCTV. So to hack the signal box, we need to complete a puzzle. You will need to match the number below with the number on top to hack the CCTV. On the right is the symbol representing the multiplier. The first symbol on the top represent multiplied by 1. The second symbol in the middle represent multiplied by 2. And the third symbol, the X, is multiplied by 10. You need to multiply and add the total to match up the number on top. Once you hack the Cine box, you can scope out El Rubio's mansion using the Sightseer app on the phone. I call it a mansion, it looks like a mansion to me, but the game calls it a compound. Essentially, we need to locate the document that Miguel Madrazo requests us to steal. Here's another cutscene that demonstrates how heartless El Rubio can be. He might be scary during cutscene, but man, he is really silly during the heist with all his screaming on the speaker. If you are doing this heist with a friend, then you might want to scope out other loot, but for me, I'm going to do this solo, so I just skip the footage and look at the vault's CCTV. For the first scope out mission, you will need to check El Rubio's office CCTV to locate the fingerprint scanner. After you're done with the CCTV scope out mission, Pebble insisted that we go to the North Docks for the infiltration point. So we need to sneak past all the guards again to reach the North Docks. Just pay attention to your surrounding and the minimap to reach the North Docks. I wish he would request that we scope the airstrip instead, not the docks, but it is what it is. Once you reach the North Docks, we need to take this picture of the dock side. Pebble requests that we take pictures of the loot, so I just took one of them because I won't be coming to this area during the heist. Pebble also insisted that I take a picture of the bolt cutters, so I did that, but again, we will not be using this during the heist. Once we are done with all that, we can return to Los Santos, but there is one important thing that we need to do. For that, we need to steal a boat. I stole this dinghy here. We need to go to this area to unlock the drainage entry point. Once the drainage is discovered, I use this boat to get back to the airstrip. I need to get into this warehouse to take photos of the actual loot that I'm going to steal during the heist. I wish we had enough loot here, but it looks like we have to check the opposite area to make sure we have enough loot to fill up the bag later on the heist. Just before I check out the other loot area, Pebble again insisted that I take a photo of the control tower, so I did that. I tried to take a photo of the airstrip entry point, but I'm not sure which side I should go to take the photo on, so I skipped that for now. Once I'm here for another heist, if I can remember, I will take the right photo so I can approach this heist from the airstrip via the long fin. So now I need to take photos of loot here, and we got the powder, one of the best loot to get on this heist. Once I took that picture, I think I'm done with the scope out mission for now. I headed back to Los Santos. Once we complete the scope out, we will need to do a mandatory 5 setup mission, and if you want, you can do 3 optional setup, but most players will not do them to save time. The mandatory setup are any of the mission in the approach vehicle, all the equipment except the bomb setup mission, and 1 mission from the weapon loadout mission. The mission is quite simple. Basically, you steal things and bring it back to the Kasaka. Here I am not showing you all of the missions, but I will show you some. The first one I'm going to show you is the approach vehicle. I'm going to select long fin since this is the current strategy at the time of recording. The strategy may change from time to time. Rockstar likes to nerf this heist, among other stuff. Just cross your finger that it will not ruin the heist if they decided to rework Cayo Perico. For this setup, you will need to find a truck. Pebble will show you where to find them and you can see them on the map. Let me take the time to do a quick review on the Virtue. Although this is a supercar and all, I'm just not fond of how this car drives. For some reason, I'm always crashing into stuff while driving this car. Maybe I need to get used to it, but I remember on my main account that I did not drive the Virtue often because of how the car handles. I am sorry if you are a Virtue fan, but I would rather drive other cars even though the Virtue is one of the best vehicles in GTA. Once you reach the police station where the long fin is kept, Pebble will tell you the location of the truck that you need to steal. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you can actually get a phantom winch to tow the boat. All you need to do is to go to this area. It is optional, but I'd rather take the phantom winch to make this setup a little exciting. It is a little far away and I forgot that there will be a resistance that I need to fight before I could take the phantom winch. Take out all of the enemies, and once you get into the phantom winch, you need to drive back to the police station. I will use the reverse strategy to avoid the majority of the police bullets. Once I hook the long fin, I just need to drive further away, get a good distance from the police station and blow myself up to lose the wanted level. Then just tow the boat to the drop-off. Technically, we are not stealing and putting it on the casaca like I just said just now, but close enough. The second setup I want to show you is the weapon loadout. I will use the Conspirator. I like the sound of the silence variant of this weapon. I heard if you don't equip a silencer, the game will give you the silencer regardless during the heist, but just buy the suppressor anyway, just in case. Now for this mission, there will be two variants of the mission, the one with the office and the one with the Merryweather. Majority of players do not like the Merryweather mission, including myself, because how tedious that mission can be. As you can see, I rejoined the lobby to try to get the office mission, and I got the office mission after switching the lobby once. For this one, we need a chopper, and since I do not have a Sparrow, I will use a free chopper near La Puerta area. I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart if you made it up to this point in this video. It would mean a lot if you could subscribe, only if you enjoy the content, and leave a like while you are at it. Once I got into the chopper, I just went to the location and tried to land the chopper nicely on top of the roof. I'm trying to land on this AC unit, but it fails, so I just wing it and land here. If it were to explode, it would be suck, since the game would spawn me back into the street, and all of this would be a big waste of time. If you manage to land successfully on top of the office, you can do this mission in stealth. I think the game glitched out, since if this were to be a stealth mission, normally we could see cones of vision on the minimap. You need to shoot the door to open it, not walk in, because it can trigger the alarm. Then just take out the rest of the enemies and collect the weapon. On your way out, remember to choose the roof option to go back to your chopper, and the game removed my chopper. It's fine, it's fine. I just parachute down and steal a car and get back to my Kosaka. The last one I want to show you is the additional setup. I told you I was rusty with Cayo. This might come in handy later during the heist. For this one, if you manage to successfully complete the setup, the enemy will not have armor during the heist. The reason I am doing this is that if I miss my headshot, I could easily take out the enemy and lower the risk of getting detection. You will need to complete the mission within 10 minutes if you choose to do it. All we need to do is to go to this area and destroy the supplies outside. Once all of the supplies outside are destroyed, Pebble asks you to go into the warehouse and destroy the supplies inside. Once that is done, Pebble tells us that some of the supplies made it to a boat, so we need to destroy that boat, go to the docks and destroy the boat, and mission pass. Finally, now it's time for the heist.
Go get him, team! Okay, I'm gonna head back to the club, see if I can pry my mother out of the DJ booth. You can make the drop at my house in Vinewood Hills. Good luck!
My God. They just keep getting younger and dumber. Well, I guess we're as ready as we're going to be. Yeah, shall we do this, Capitan? One day I too will go up the ladder. But not today.
Iconic cutscene. But I gotta ask though, where are we during this cutscene? Are we in Los Santos? If we are in Los Santos, why is our character going up the ladder? Maybe to say bye to Miguel? But he doesn't speak, right? I'm just going to let it play through here, but I have to say it was not my best run. If you see any mistake, don't roast me, okay?
So here we are at last, planning the espionage, the late nights of red caviar and scheming. It comes down to this. I tell you one thing, Mr. Rubio is not expecting us. Mini Madrazo made wise choice. Very soon we will have his sensitive documents and perhaps a little extra something for ourselves. Now, you will make landfall soon. Try to avoid coming ashore into the barrel of a gun, yes? GPS locked. I have your position. I will also access compound CCTV to see you when you are there. As my uncle would say, when you hunt alone, you carry more glory, but less meat. If you want to carry more goodies with you next time, make some friends, yes? Some advice. When dealing with paranoid drug lords, expect CCTV everywhere. You know the mark of true professional on operations such as this. Always looking ahead. This time, we are here for Mini Madrazo and his little box of blackmail, but I have feeling we will be back. I remember I once ran mission at a nuclear reactor. Everything went smoothly until we realized how heavy is a brick of plutonium. Very heavy. Take my advice. You need to run fast, pack light. Do not worry about having enough space in your bag for main objective. I have installed special compartment for it. mafioso, he is meant compensating for something. And the only thing big enough to do the job is his wallet. We will be paid very well for this, I predict. Okay, next stop, maintenance. Perfect. As we say in Navy, you want the element of surprise? Choose least hygienic option. Now, enjoy your little swim, yes? Are you in? You did not get sucked into a turbine. Ah, I knew you'd be fine. How likely is it I have two operations in the same way, huh? Now, we look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
Acaba de irse. Hace nada estaba preguntando por usted.
You're in the area where Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards operate. These men will know every soldier under their command. No disguise will fool them. Good thinking. Always check the safe. Okay, the fingerprint scanner. Time to break out the tool we borrowed from the head of cybersecurity. Remember, it picks up fragments of previous scans. You just have to cycle through them to match the target print.
Would you people stop marching? You all know I have a headache.
Do not give up on a locked door. Why not ask the guard nicely for the key? Did you get to the vault? We have the combination. Just take your time. Looks like Medrazo family good name safe in our hands. It looks like they have sealed off the drainage pipe you used to get in here. You will have to find another way out. Extra guards just arrived. Be careful. Remember, there is always time for some last-minute shopping before takeoff. Perfect. We are out of the compound, and judging by their radio chatter, they have no idea they've been hit. Now get off that island! I have sent you the extraction coordinates for the North Docks. I think you have touched a nerve with our host. The water is full of attack boats. You will need to be careful. channel. It sounds like the boss in an attack helicopter. I suggest you move fast. Mr. Rubio is heading back.
Finally, I don't know, man. I think the last part is glitched out as well.
Hold it right there.
Hey, you made it.
Come, sit. So, success? Thank fuck. Excellent. Fucking wait till my dad hears about this.
Excuse me.
No. Ugh. Shit! Fuck!
Darling, so what is it?
It's nothing now.
Hmm?
Nothing at all. It's over.
Thank you. This means a lot. Come on. The least we can do is offer you some champagne. And then I think I need to sleep for a week.
We are all adults here, right? I know majority of you have seen the cutscene anyway. Sorry guys, I didn't get the Elite Challenge. I hope I can do better next time if the series continues. That was my Cayo Perico, ladies and gentlemen. I know I could have done better, but it is what it is. I have to say that I did not expect this video to take this long to complete. I hate to give out excuses, but I'm trying to juggle with my work while making this video. My house is kind of crowded, making it hard to record and voice over this video. We made almost 1.5 million from this heist, and we'll be getting first time bonuses as well. So for the first time bonus, it adds up to 500 grand. So currently we have the total of $2.5 million, and of course we are going to invest this money to another property. I hope I can see you on the next one. Take care everybody. Peace.